It's too much great, I want us to be more than friends. More than friends. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. No. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. Yeah. See, my bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. The feelings I get in you is too much for me. My bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. The feelings I get in you is too much for me. No. I don't want us to be bestie. I want us to be family. No. I don't want us to be bestie. I want us to be family. Yeah. I cannot hide this no more. I cannot hide this no more. I cannot hide this no more. This feeling is eating me up. I cannot hide this no more. And I'm sorry, I'm changing my plan. I try to want us be friends, but baby, I swear I want you to be my bestie. Yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. More than bestie. I want you to be my bestie. Yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. Did you guys on this one? Yeah.
When I wake up every morning, get I call you on your phone, 'cause I wanna know, my baby, how you do. It's true, I wanna us to be the best of friends. It's true, I wanna us to be the best of friends. I'm so in love with you, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell you how I feel. I'm so in love with you, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell you how I feel.
I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. No. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. Best friend. But now the feeling I get for you, it's too much great. I want us to be more than friends. More than friends. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. No. I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie. Yeah. See, my bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. The feelings I get in you is too much for me. My bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. My bestie, my bestie. The feelings I get in you is too much for me. No. I don't want us to be bestie. I want us to be family. No. I don't want us to be bestie. I want us to be family, yeah. I cannot hide this no more. I cannot hide this no more. I cannot hide this no more. This feeling is eating me up. I cannot hide this no more. And I'm sorry, I'm changing my plan. I try to want us be friends, but baby, I swear I want you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie.
More than bestie.
I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. The feeling I get in you more than bestie.
Did you guys on this one?
Yeah.
When I wake up every morning, get I call you on your phone, 'cause I wanna know, my baby, how you do. It's true, I wanna us to be the best of friends. It's true, I wanna us to be the best of friends. I'm so in love with you, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell you how I feel. I'm so in love with you, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell you how I feel.
I won't tell you to be my bestie, yeah. feeling I get in your more than bestie. Oh, no. I won't tell you to be my bestie. The feeling I get in your more than bestie. Oh, I won't tell you to be my bestie. The feeling I get in your more than bestie. Oh, I won't tell you to be my bestie. The feeling I get in your more than bestie. Oh, yeah.
Lapu's Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapu's Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpukatchen.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lapu's Kitchen keeps your fingers licking.
Make you smile, Angelina. Me just want give you.
Makeup, they say, increases people's perception of a woman's likability, competence, and trustworthiness. That's why I introduced to you Major Millions Beauty and Market. Major Millions Beauty and Market has the best skin and hair care products. The beauty parlor also has hair accessories, including hairspray, hair gel, and hair dryer, makeup palettes, Major Millions customized lip gloss, shoes, bags, concealers, blushes, and a lot more. Guess what? Major Millions Beauty and Market has on sale well-packaged African products to include your favorite cuisine, cassava leaves, potato greens, palava sauce, palm butter, etc. Customers purchasing goods worth over 100 United States dollars will have free delivery once they are 15 minutes drive away from our location. Locate us at 10 Chestnut Drive, Elton, Maryland, 21921. Better still, call us on cell numbers 302-316-6813 or log onto our website www.majormillionsbeautysupply.com. Major Millions Beauty Supply. We move.
S. Hamley Enterprises Limited, located at the Police Academy Junction, is a shipping agency ready to handle your goods from China to Liberia. We handle all from our warehouses in China. No need to stress yourself. We take care of your goods, and you can pick them up from our offices at the Police Academy Junction. We also sell solar products and can order solar grade of all sizes for you, and installations are guaranteed by our technicians. We also do professional t-shirt printing for all occasions. Contact us on telephone number 0880-340-117 or 0775-374-480 or our WhatsApp number 678-386-2499. It's Hamley Enterprises Limited, your shipping agency, ready to serve you.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
All right. Good morning and welcome to the program. You're listening to the Costa Show. Today is the second day of December 2021. The time in Monrovia is 7:30 a.m. The time in Delaware is 2:30 a.m. And we're very glad to be here. Good morning, George. How is Boakai? Where is Z?
Good morning, cuz, and good morning to our listeners out there. Good to be here this morning. Paka is on the way coming to work.
Good. I like your hairstyle, George.
Thank you, guys.
Good. All right, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you however you're listening or watching us, we'd like to say welcome. Of course, we're streaming live on a number of platforms. We're on TuneIn, we're on My Tuner, we're on the website, we're on YouTube, and we're on Facebook. And after the show, the audio will be posted on SoundCloud. So that's how we come to you each time we come to you. My apologies about yesterday. I had promised, of course, you all recall, that we will do our best to become regular again, so that be sharp as a whistle and on time every time, with that regularity and consistency with which we build this platform. Good morning, Walker.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners home and abroad. It's good to be here with you on the second day of the last month this year, 2021.
So on the 29th, December, on the 30th, you were in Bassa. Let's talk about that. What was your, and thank you for the video clips you sent me from Grand Bassa, where you had gone to observe and to be able to report back to our people on the activities that were curated and unfolded in Grand Bassa to commemorate former Vice President Joe Boakai's birthday. I saw the video clips you sent me. I watched them, and of the dedication of the ferry, and the enthusiasm and unmitigated joy of that woman in that video. How very happy she was that they now had a ferry that take them across the river, the other end of the river, and back and forth in a very peaceful, safe way. Let's talk about that, the overall experience in Grand Bassa.
Well, it was a great event. Former Vice President Joseph Boakai birthday was celebrated in Grand Star. Many thanks to the Bassa people and Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence. It was well organized. And on the day of the turning over ceremony of the ferry, the human interest story wherein a resident of Upper Buchanan, that old lady, was in a jubilant mood. So there was no mean story on that entire occasion that is more than that particular story.
Because, and why is that?
Yeah, because she and other people that were there will be the direct beneficiary of that ferry. So she was so happy to the extent that she don't even know what to do. She was dancing for close to 2 hours, Costa. From the beginning of the program till the end of the program, that lady was dancing. Because according to her, the crew kino that cross them from point
I
one
saw
to
the little kino.
yeah, they pay $150 just to cross the river, to go across 150, to come back 150. So
$300.
yes, $300. So getting a free, it will not be free, but the price will drop because the people there too have to benefit. The token, the
They have to
fuel,
be
and
clean, and they have to buy gasoline or fuel or whatever it is the ferry uses for the
yeah. So
machine.
they have to maintain the ferry. So she was in a joyous mood. I talked to her, interview her. She said, "This is the ferry have brought a lot of it will bring a lot of relief to us
And not
because
not not only is it going to be way cheaper than what they paid for the little canoe to cross,
Mhm.
but it's much safer
Fine,
and can carry way more people, tons of
people,
people. What's
yeah,
the total number of people that ferry can cross? Did you cross it in Buckeye?
no, I didn't.
I heard you say in the video you were about to.
Yes, because we went there now and the program was like over, so the vice president was leaving, so I couldn't leave behind. So I have to join the team to come back to time. So
How many people can the canoe? I mean, can the ferry take across at a time?
we can talk about 150 to 150, 175 person in a
No,
time.
Buckeye. Wait, hold up. How many persons can it cross in one trip across?
Well, I can tell, but Costa will be more than 100%.
No, Buckeye. Come on. You know, now what I saw. I mean, I know it can. I
No,
would say
Costa,
about
I'm
20
serious.
people.
According to the way they can position the people, even in our
Buckeye, you gonna
cooking.
cram them up like sardines, man?
Oh, Costa, look at it. Just the people that you
I
saw
know it
in
can
a
take two vehicles. I know it can
yeah,
take two vehicles at a time.
Mhm,
It can cross two vehicles at a time. I know that. But
mhm.
in terms of people, I would say safely maybe 30 people, 15 on each side.
No, Costa, more than that, more than that.
More
Let's just
than
say,
more than that.
yeah,
Well, I mean, you saw it with your own eyes. I
I
didn't
saw
see
it.
it.
I saw it. There's a sitting area both on the left and the right, and in
I
the
saw that.
middle, people do stands there. And Costa, way more than that. Way
Okay.
more than that. Yeah.
All right, fine. I would say 20 or 30. That's what I thought from looking at it, from seeing the pictures. But
Mm-hmm.
it can certainly take two vehicles at a time.
Yeah.
And it's going to do fantastic. It's going to do fantastically well for the people, and this is just incredible. The one in Riverside has been serving the community very, 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 very well. The people are so excited. The number of drownings has, I mean, completely gone to almost zero. People used to get drowned in the river trying to cross, little canoes that can easily capsize if somebody doesn't sit right. But in the ferry, no matter how you tumble or how improperly you sit, you can't cause this thing to tumble over.
Yeah.
Nope, you cannot
And
cause the ferry to
people
cap
were
to cap
saying
to capsize.
why on the ferry they say this time no shaking again. Now real enjoyment will be will be enjoying
Yeah,
ourselves.
because in a canoe, because I've had a canoe experience. I rode in a canoe crossing the river from that little town into Sierra Leone. And I know what it was like. You can't shake, Waka. You gotta sit still because the canoe is so small. If you don't sit right, you could cause it to turn over. So you gotta be very careful. But that's fantastic, man. It's gonna make a real difference in the people's lives. And they were, I saw that video. Thanks for it. The woman was so excited, dancing,
Yeah.
celebrating, and not just her, but all the people there. It's made a real difference in the people's lives. That's what you call an impactful donation. And thanks to Joseph Human Boakai and the Joe Boakai Foundation for that very worthy donation to the people of Grand Bassa. And fantastic. Now, let's move on to something else here. Yesterday, the Universal Liberia students staged a protest. I have the resolution here that was reached yesterday by the Senate faculty But let's talk about it. What do you know about it? What happened yesterday, Bwakai?
Well, it just point to the issue that when a top government official keep lying broad day, making things appear like everything is okay and it's not okay. That's just what we are into now. Every blessing day, Samuel 12 Praise Couple will come on Facebook. We are doing well. The country, the government doesn't owe anybody in this entire country. Everything is okay. And now,
but to the contrary,
yeah, on the contrary,
the Universal Librarian doesn't even have basic supplies.
That's it.
Yeah.
Why would you be lying like that, Costa? Why would you be lying like that?
So yesterday, particularly, what prompted the students?
Well, their teachers, lay
I
down
have the resolution here, Bwakai. Hold on. Let me go to the resolution yesterday that was issued. They put this out yesterday. The resolution of the Universal Liberia Faculty Association, OFA, adopted at a special general assembly on Wednesday, December 1, 2021. That's yesterday, folks. Wherefore, the Universal Liberia Association held a special general assembly Wednesday, December 1, 2021, presided over by its president, Edna G. Johnny, PhD, in line with its constitution and bylaws as enshrined in Article 8, Section 1.1 and 2. Whereas, blah, 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 but let's go to the nitty-gritty. Whereas, these 2 months' deliverables include, but not limited to, salaries and allowances disparity among faculty members, as well as disparities between faculty and administrative staff. The people say they've got issue with the salaries, the way the salaries are done. There's an imbalance and there are discrepancies and all kinds of things. They're not happy about that. Salary increment for faculty members, part-time faculty back pay, part-time faculty current semester salaries, unpaid data package for some faculty members, backlog in Social Security remittance, addressing the deplorable sanitary condition on the campuses of the Universal Liberia, and the commitment to fully implement the MOU. Wherefore, after extensive deliberations around the above issues by faculty members at a special General Assembly, the body overwhelmingly resolved to disengage from all academic activities as of the date of this resolution, until all its demands are met as stipulated in the October 1, 2021 MOU. Done on his first day of December 2021 AD on the Capitol Hill campus, University of Liberia, on our hands and our NCL. David B. Wyatt Jr., Edna G. Johnny, PhD, Secretary General, OFA, President, OFA. So these individuals, the OFA folks, they said, hey, if you don't pay us, if you don't follow through on the things that were agreed in that resolution that we signed on October the 1st, October 21, I believe, you said you were going to fix the issue of salary disparities. You say you're going to fix the issue of, the fact that some people have not received any increment, any adjustments in their salaries. The data packages that were supposed to be provided to us, you have not done it. Once you don't do these things, as of today's date, which was yesterday, the 1st of December, they said they will not teach. They were not going to work. So I believe the students are in solidarity with their faculty, with the OFA people. And so they staged a protest yesterday. And I don't know how the government is going to resolve it, but it is a problem. Now, this company that was given, this shady company that was given the contract to do inspection of goods at the port. Now we've moved away from what they used to call pre-shipment inspection. We're no longer doing pre-shipment inspection. We're not doing DI, which is destination inspection, which means Those of you in the shipping business, you would know, you would understand this. If they used to inspect goods, your goods before you loaded your container onto the vessel. They no longer do that. Now, when you ship your goods to Liberia, they do the inspection there on the ground. But that's not the story. The story here is the system has been having trouble for weeks. Okay? Medtech, these Sonoma swines, incompetent buggers, I might add, have complained that their equipment is down, that they got hacked. Have you heard that, Morgan? They said they got hacked, and because their system got hacked, so they have had a backlog. Their people are complaining. The customers are complaining that they can't get anything done. The system is down, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, but I thought you had heard.
No, I haven't. I just hearing that from you.
Yeah, I got the press. I'm looking for the press release. They said the system is down. 2 weeks, folks. They said they had a cyber attack. Wow. Somebody attacked their system. And because of that, they've not been able to effectively serve their people. That's what it's ill. They're facing a cyber attack. Can you imagine that? Yes. I'm talking about the press release. And it is affecting the people. Now, they said BVAC was not up to the task. So they took the contract from BVAC and gave it to this company that the president and his people, I'm told, have interest in. Reliably, told. Then the company hired BVAC to do the job. I said, Bwakai is not up to the task any longer. I no longer want to work with Bwakai, and so I'm taking the contract from Bwakai. I take the contract from Bwakai, I give it to a company that I have interest in. Then that company, which has no capacity whatsoever to do the job, goes back and hires the very same Bwakai. That's what Maytech did. Maytech Atlantic went and hired BVAC to do the job. They said they hired BVAC to do the job for 6 months. When somebody saying the system is not down, they said BVAC blocked them and told them not to use their system. I don't know how true that is, but Maytech is claiming that they got a cyber attack.
Wow.
For 2 weeks now, folks. Now, you may not understand this. This may not mean anything to you, but those who are in the shipping business, those who are in the clearing and forwarding business are dealing with this mess because Maytech is saying the system is down because they got hacked. So Maytech could not get the job done. Maytech went and hired BVAC to do the job. Now, who would attack their system, Walker?
That's the problem.
What kind of firewall system do they have that is supposed to protect their network? That's the problem. So for 2 weeks now, people are going through hell. Yeah. People are going through hell. The system is down because they said it came under a cyber attack. That's absolute nonsense. This is what happens, Buckeye, when you award a contract to a bunch of incompetent people.
That's it.
Now, just so you know, Buckeye, another development, this company called NAS. They've been given the contract. We talked about them some time ago. They've been given the contract at the airport. They're going to take over ground handling. And ground handling includes passenger services, flight operation, and aircraft maintenance. They're going to take over beginning the 1st of January, exactly 1 month from today. A new company called NAS, N-A-S. They're taking over the airport. They're running passenger services, flight operation, and aircraft maintenance to run the entire show. Okay.
So what is it? A same company that we've been talking about years in, years out?
No, not that Jordanian one.
Jordanian,
But this is another company, I believe it's out of Qatar or somewhere there. We talked about it some time ago. Yeah.
Okay.
So they are taking over the airport. They outsource everything to them, okay? I mean, you're talking about passenger services, okay? You're talking about aircraft maintenance, and you're talking about flight operation, everything. That's everything. That's essentially what the airport does. Yeah. And guess what, Baga?
Yeah.
There was no competitive bidding.
Oh.
There was no competitive bidding. There was no transparent competitive bidding. They just gave it to them. And in exchange, of course, they grease these boys' palms. Lots of money. They bribe them, of course, you know. That's why they don't like to do competitive bidding. You have to do internationally acceptable or accepted. You got to follow the standards. No competitive bidding. They just give them the contract. And they are taking over on the first. They call a meeting with the workers at the airport. Some 300 workers work in these 3 different areas of operation at the airport. And they told them, look, a new company will take over as of the 1st of January. People say, oh, but what becomes of us? They say, oh, y'all don't worry. Y'all be working for the company. What? You hear me?
But the president yesterday speaking at a program said, call on the PPCC.
Yeah, he said they will not delay national development.
Yeah.
You know what he means by that,
right? They should award a contract. Every contract should go through the normal proceeding. It shouldn't be anywhere. You go and say, oh, because they Costa having
leave that thing. You can sit down there. You can't award a contract all to your friend and he don't want to talk about. You must follow the procedure. I mean, you leave that thing, boy. Joe, you can follow any procedure when you get a contract to your friend. Leave that thing. But the situation with Maytag is serious. It's affecting Liberian people. It's affecting business people in general, and it's bad. You can't have your system down because your system is not protected enough. And you're talking about cyber attack. We're not even sure they had a cyber attack. Okay? How can we even trust these people? These people said they had the capacity to do the inspection at the port.
Yeah.
After getting the contract from the government on a shady circumstances, there was no acceptable internationally competitive bidding process done. No, there was none. They got the contract on the shady circumstances. Then they turn around, they awarded the contract to the very same BVAC for 6 months, brother. They don't have the money to buy the equipment that they use, all the big scanners they use to do the inspection. They don't have the money for it. So they had to hire BVAC. So then why couldn't you just give it to a group of Liberians? Brother? If you give it to a company that has no capacity to do the work and that was going to outsource the contract to a company you said is not qualified or should no longer operate in your country, why the hell did you not just give the contract to a group of Liberians so that they can do the exact same thing Maytag Atlantic did, which is outsource the contract to the very company you say you were getting out of the picture? That means you could get a contract of Baka Kamara.
Yeah.
And all Baka Kamara would do is to hire BVAC to do the job. But they didn't do that because Baka Kamara would become a millionaire. And so they prefer to form a Bakati good-for-nothing company called Maytag Atlantic and give themselves shares in it and then go and bid for the project. Baka, do these boys think that when we come to power in 2024, we're going to let these companies stay there? We're not going to investigate? Baka, let me ask you a question. Are these boys that stupid to think that we are that stupid that when we beat their behinds in 2023 and take power in 2024, we're not going to investigate all these companies and find out, and investigate all these contracts, all these different contracts and concessions that they're awarding on the shady circumstances? They think that a Joe Baka government is not going to investigate that? that we're suddenly going to come to power and accept whatever they say. Okay, Meta Atlante, okay, no problem. Your contract can stay with y'all. NAS, they want to just come and take over the airport. Okay, no problem. Your contract can stay with y'all. They think we're just going to happen, right? Is that what the boys think? They got to be stupid. They must be drinking a pee-pee. To think that we will just come to power and accept all the shady deals that they've entered into and they are making millions from and they are benefiting from. We're going to set up a special concession review team, committee. We will review all these concession agreements and we will look into them. We will look at the circumstances, how they were awarded. We want to make sure they were awarded in consonance with the laid down laws of the country, the PPCC laws, and we will do that. And any contract, and most of the contracts were not done the right way, what we'll do, we'll terminate them. If you didn't do it the right way, and this goes to the people who are taking contracts from these people, you're a bunch of stupid people too. Because if you think that they can give you contracts, look at the other one here, Syria don't mean put more on you. You said now in Ghana that you got nothing for you said. You went behind CDC, said hell was a pop. You not get in there Amanda away to Bene.
Because that woman looking for attention, don't I beg you, please?
No, I won't get all smart in the morning. All this is making, see, Joey, I get time for all. The one that can do the one, I can be laughing at you. You are very insignificant to Joey. You've been doing the worshiping business, you're not worship Joey. So I can get you nothing. You not get all doing the Jaja, Muya. You say now in Ghana that, she said in Ghana, you got nothing. They ain't getting no job. Even the embassy in Ghana get vacancy. They don't want to get you. The embassy in Ghana gets some vacancy there. They don't want to get rid of her. She not kind of like, brother, hustle. No way. They can't get her nothing. Sweeping jobs at Joey, I can get rid of you. All day you sit on Facebook, you be talking nonsense. You be defending Joey. I don't understand you. I don't understand her, Baka. She not serious. She not get all in the Joey, Benny. Stay. She not get on the show for it. Nothing. She not get a show for it.
That woman expire already, so let's just forget.
Yeah, no, I was just leave, man. And it's all this other people live, talking nonsense. But anyway, let's go to serious issues. I just want to play for all of us more. We have a serious problem here. Okay. A very serious problem. And they think it's going to be okay, but it will not be because we're going to go after everything they're entering into their signing. Now, but I want to say something. Lofa County. Lofa County, the situation in Lofa County is interesting. Okay. What? You sent me something here? The Supreme Court. There's an interesting developments in Lofa County. There's a very interesting developments in Lofa County, and I want to just point this out. Hold on, folks. The country devil came out the last time.
Yeah.
And the government has been trying hard to ensure that the country devil does not return. First of all, they can find police people that are willing to go to shoot tear gas against the country devil. But what kind of police officer won't go shoot tear gas?
Police may not get sense.
So the 72-hour ultimatum has expired. The 72-hour ultimatum has expired. It expired on Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday, okay. The country devil gave them a 72-hour ultimatum of 3 days. Deliver on our demand or we shall return. And block the road. Now, since they said that, guess what has been going on, Waka?
Yeah.
The case was supposed to be reviewed on the 2nd of December. The Brown Samuga case at the Supreme Court. But they brought it forward to the 1st of December, which was yesterday, Do you know whether it was even looked into, Baka?
No.
Okay. So they brought the case forward to the first. What happened? I don't know what caused that.
Wow.
Why did they suddenly change the date to bring it forward? From the 2nd of December, which is today, the case was initially scheduled to be heard on today's date, today, the 2nd. But then they brought the case forward to the 1st, which was yesterday. Now, that's an interesting coincidence. I'm told there was a national security meeting that was held last week, Wednesday. Last week, Wednesday, yeah. A national security meeting. And this issue of the Brandon Samuel guy situation was top on the agenda. And we're also told from very credible reports, Pepsi Yeke, the director of LACE, the organization that the government institution that George Weah uses to do all these little projects, now it became Pepsi Yeke.
Yeah.
We're told that Pepsi Yeke has been sending rice, bags of rice. He sent some 75 bags of rice, plus thousands of Liberian dollars, tens of thousands of Liberian dollars, to back the traditional leaders. You know, Pepsi Yeke himself is from Lofa, I believe. So there's a Pepsi Yeke sent 75 bags of rice. Now, Joey up again. I'm sure Joey has something to do with that. And some tens of thousands of Liberian dollars. So the traditional leaders, you know, the guys the guys that manage the country devil, right? Okay. He sent it to them. And just trying to influence the people. We're also told that the government has been trying very hard to get the Council of Churches to intervene. I mean, what is that? The kind of churches that go talk to the country devil? To get the Council of Churches to intervene. But I'm told the Council of Churches, they are reluctant to get involved because, you know, they don't want to get involved. Now, so what's going on here, folks? What is happening? All these moves that we are seeing. Yesterday, the Supreme Court was supposed to look into this matter. I don't know whether they did.
The reserve ruling.
Huh?
The reserve ruling again.
Yes. So, yeah, I see here, there's a report by a journalist, a local journalist, Supreme Court reserve ruling on MOJ Bill of Information against Brownie Samukai. A bill of information was filed by the Minister of Justice. They argued that the court should not grant Brownie Samukai enlargement to pay his money because the court has already ruled and told him to pay a 6-month period. The Minister of Justice also pleaded to the Supreme Court, to the High Court, not to grant Brownie Samukai and the others on any enlargement, but instead punish them for not going by the Supreme Court's mandate. However, Samukai prayed to the Supreme Court to grant him 1 year to complete the payment of this money. According to the Bill of Information, the lower court misinterpreted the Supreme Court's ruling to have separated the payment of liabilities incurred among the 3 convicts, for which government is requesting the Supreme Court's interpretation. The Minister of Justice is also praying to the Supreme Court to revoke initial payments made by Brownie Samukai as his own share on grounds that they should pay jointly. Look at all that kind of stupid technicalities. Brownie and all the other men must pay together. The Supreme Court must refuse to fund money that Brownie brought. I mean, can you imagine that? The lower court had to halt a pre-trial conference on Thursday, August. But anyway, so we are waiting. Yes, I'm told that there were arguments in the case yesterday at the Supreme Court. So we want to get the final information on that. Let me reach out to one of my sources here to give me some very credible thing to update you, the public. Good. I just sent a message and I'm waiting. When I do get feedback, which I will, hopefully while we're on, we will share with you. So that's what's going on, Bwakai. The Supreme Court was supposed to have ruled. Now the country devil is supposed to return, and the deadline was on Tuesday. I don't know what are the rights and those things that George Weah sent through Pepsi Yeager to the country devil. Whether the country devil accepted the rights and the things.
But Costa, they just carry more food for the devil to eat and come back prepared and stronger, back and stronger.
Yeah.
So they're trying to tell us that they want to induce the country devil to a mere bag of rice, giving it rice.
They're insulting the country devil.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to bribe the country devil, and they say Pepsi Yeager sent those things. And Pepsi Yeager is George Weah's boy. That he don't want to be billing all over the Babachi market and all over the place. When they show you one market billing, you see it say, yeah, cold chicken. They say he said that 1 million is spent for the market. When you see the market billing, he said, I can bill it for 200,000 or 100,000.
The market what the meaning is state of the art.
Yeah. How you got state of the art modern market? State of the art modern market. What did make it state of the art? Yeah, it's also road there. So that is the situation, folks. The country devil, they're attempting to bribe the country devil. Pepsi Yeager sent some rice. He sent some Liberian dollars to bribe the country devil because they don't want the devil to come back out. Now, yesterday the Supreme Court had they had a hearing in the case, and we're waiting for updates. Once we get the updates, we will give you the updates. What they discussed yesterday at the Supreme Court, because it is interesting. It's a very, very interesting situation. Now, JFK, folks, we had told you something about JFK. A few days ago, I did a post on Facebook. I said to you that JFK was without water for 4 days. At the time I did the post, I believe it was on Tuesday, JFK had already been without running water for 4 days. Today is Thursday, the 2nd of December. Now, they've managed to find a way to be hauling water in buckets. I posted the pictures, okay? I'm sure you saw them.
I saw them.
They're hauling water in buckets at JFK. Now, when I did the post on Facebook, that JFK was without water, Samuel Twain, under his Facebook name, Priska Paul, went on Facebook and did a post and said, of course, that I was lying. He said that there was no situation at JFK where they didn't have running water. Then later on, he did a new post and said, oh, yeah. I just learned that, the hospital is a wing of the hospital does not have water, and but they're working around the clock to restore the pumps, and the pumps were affected when the power fluctuated, and so the power the fluctuation sent a power surge to the water pumps, and the water pumps got burned, and so they're trying to restore the pumps. That's what Samuel said.
Yeah.
Admitting, but trying to minimize the problem. Admitting, but attempting to minimize the problem. That there was no water. Yesterday, JFK released a press release. Did you read it? They issued a press release to the effect that we made them talk. Now, they didn't talk. They did not open a damn mouth to say that they didn't have water to the place there. When we did the post now, Samuel Twain, now EJ Sanamaswine, those doing funny posting, and JFK people doing posting and all that kind of thing. Oh, yeah, we agree that there's no water here, but we're facing the situation, we're doing that, we're doing that, and all that kind of nonsense. Now, we posted a picture yesterday, it's on my Facebook page. You see the people there hauling water in bucket.
People barrel.
The men are hauling water in people barrel to carry the 4th floor. But you know what I mean? You gotta carry water to the 4th floor in people barrel.
Like real muscle.
You want white JFK? Who want water?
Last few days, the maintenance guy at JFK, the cleaners, the janitor, that's small muscle the men grow.
My man, I feel sorry for them. Because when they finish that, they're not gonna go eat iron. He said their muscle get big. Who want white JFK to go haul water in people barrel? But unfortunately, as funny as that may sound, it is a reality. That's how they get the water there. My
Mm.
people borrow. My people. See the men are in the water, people borrow. God Almighty. JFK should have a system in place, even if the water runs out. No buggers should have their own water tower.
Sure.
That can store water and that can send water in the building without relying on the water pump or whatever, all that kind of nonsense. They have to have a backup system. Now, besides the water situation at JFK, they also have an elevator problem.
Yeah.
The elevator in the hospital is down, has been down for the last 4 months. JFK is 4 stories. That building is a 4-story building. Imagine you have sick patients going in and out of the hospital who have to walk and climb those stairs. You walk?
Yeah.
They have to climb those stairs up and down because the elevator has been down for 4 freaking months and the damn Sanama swines at JFK have not been able to fix the elevator. How can you imagine you go to the hospital, you sick like hell, they take you out of the car, and then you got to climb the stairs to go to your hospital room, to your ward. I'm telling you, Waka, I am telling you, this thing here is absolute nonsense. It is just sad, freaking sad. And you know what? They alluded to the fact that they've been out of water because I posted about it, but it didn't mention the elevator. The elevator's been down for 4 months, and these buggers have not fixed the elevator. Bugger, in this day and age, and the country's supposedly the country's #1 referral hospital, JFK, also meaning just for killing. Yeah. These buggers don't have a working elevator. And you know what I'm told, Bugger? The staffers, they are so despondent. The workers are so despondent. I'm told, Bugger, they've jacked up everything. Somebody told me, a medical doctor, they say the cesarean, the C-section, you know the C-section, Bugger? You know what that is? That's a procedure pregnant women undergo when they cannot give birth naturally by themselves.
Yes, by themselves, yeah.
So they do a C-section. They used to charge $6,000 Liberian Bugger, to do the C-section. But guess what, Bugger? JFK has increased the C-section fee from $6,000 Liberian to $200 US.
Look at that.
Hey, man, Bugger, man. You have a situation where these poor women go to give birth to the hospital that is supposed to be free or almost free, very affordable. They usually charge $6,000 Liberian for the C-section. Now they've jacked up the price to $200 US. Now, Bugger, how much is $200 US in LD?
At a rate of 140.
This is just sad, Bugger. And it's not just the C-section fee that's gone up. Every other fee has been jacked up. JFK gets millions of dollars in the budget, yet these Sanama swines that run the hospital, they increase all the fees.
Only 8,000.
Exactly. So from $6,000 Liberian, which is what mothers, pregnant women used to pay that went for delivery at the Japanese maternity ward. You don't have a maternity center there, right? Yeah. These people used to pay $6,000 Liberian to do a C-section, assisted delivery. The people who can't give birth by themselves, and so they have to do a C-section. It used to cost $6,000 Liberian. And even at $6,000 Liberian, it was a lot for many of our people to pay.
Look at that.
These guys have jacked up the fee from $6,000 Liberian to $28,000 Liberian. That is what? 5 times?
Yeah, 5
6 times. They've increased the cost of C-section by 6 times, 600%. Man. From $6,000 Liberian to $28,000. So you have a situation where people go to the maternity ward at JFK, the maternity center, they give birth, and if they have to do a C-section, then they get stuck, they can't pay. Amen. They're there with their newly borns, their babies. They can't pay the $28,000 to do the C-section. There are other medical costs. All the days that it was spending there, they've jacked up everything at the hospital, Boakai. And they have not improved care. They've jacked up everything. They have not improved care. Why the hell are you making the hospital expensive? You haven't improved care. You're getting millions of dollars in the budget. Then you're jacking everything up. Your elevator doesn't work. Water doesn't work. The bathrooms are stinking. Sanitation is deplorable. You don't even have enough medical supplies in your pharmacy. Do you know what to do? They send patients out to go and procure their own medicines. They write you a prescription and tell you to go outside and look for medicine. You're in the hospital, Piggy. They're supposed to treat you. They tell you need to take whatever. They call it pneumonia medicine. But they don't have it in the hospital. So they write a prescription and tell you to go to pharmacists, particular pharmacists.
Okay, pharmacy right across the road.
Right across the road. They're making business with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Labia, man, Labia. When will we change? They write you the prescription. You are in the hospital. Inpatient care. You're receiving inpatient care. It's not like they're sending you or you're outpatient, you came, they saw you, and they wrote a prescription and say, go buy your drugs. You are literally on the bed. You are in the hospital, bedridden, receiving care. They've diagnosed you and all that kind of stuff, and they write your prescription and tell you, go buy the medicine outside and bring it. Amen. For the nation's #1 referral hospital, they're sending you outside the hospital to go look for medicine. What you think something wrong with us, man?
Totally.
We are a sick bunch of people. So incompetent and so wicked. Now you got women, poor mothers, giving birth at the hospital after having undergone C-section. Okay, do you know what it means when a woman undergoes C-section? I know what it means because my ex-wife, when we had our son Henry was so big. Okay. Huh? Henry was so big. That's how she had to undergo a C-section at Christiana Care Hospital in Delaware. And I know it had to take time before we even got discharged from the hospital. And Buckeye, look, when a woman undergoes C-section, I know what it means because I have been there. And Buckeye, after undergoing C-section, your little baby is there. You're supposed to be happy and celebrating. And then now you have this $28,000 bill you got to pay just for the C-section alone. Amen.
Well, Costa, the first 6,000 to get it from the patients, it was difficult. Then you carry it to 28,000.
28,000, you bought for a C-section.
Some people, once they hear it's JFK, they just feel that everything there is free.
Oh, very affordable.
Yeah.
And then they go there, they don't pick up the phone and call them. Okay, how much for the hospital bill? How much for the C-section? If we gotta undergo, because I mean a lot of times people don't plan to do a C-section. First of all, they would try to get them to give birth by themselves. But when the dilation process is not very effective, when the woman is not sufficiently dilated to give birth naturally by herself, sometimes they will try all kinds of things. They will do the epidural to help with the pain and do this and do that. If it isn't working, the last result is to do a C-section. And then and the rate of C-section is extremely high. A lot of women want to go C-section. And the bugger say, oh, but I went to make money. $28,000. That's what they're charging the poor mothers. Okay. And then the hospital ain't got no damn water. Oh, Nanga. My man, Bugger, I have a thing here I'm going to play briefly. Willie Tobo. Yeah. A few days after the rice riot of 1979, he spoke to the nation. One of my beginners said to me, Al Hassan. And it is a very, yeah, hey, Bob Willie. And you hear Bob Willie here in this recording, okay? Yep. He's addressing the nation. I believe on April the 19th, a couple of days after the rush riot of April 14th. And I'm going to see what I can play a little bit, especially when he was speaking Pele. You know what? You know, when you hear another person speak your dialect, I understand why some people tend to be very tribalistic. There's just, I don't know whether that happens to you, but how do you feel when you hear somebody else speak your dialect?
If somebody don't speak or speak.
No, when you hear somebody speaking your dialect, you are a Mandingo man. When you hear somebody speaking Mandingo, let's say you don't know the person, you just come upon them by chance. Speaking Mandingo, what does it do to you? I know what it does to me when I hear someone speak Pele. It just makes me feel good inside.
Absolutely.
First of all, it just gives me that feeling.
First of all, I would turn around and look who's speaking.
That's what I would do myself.
Yeah.
And you can appreciate your dialect, appreciate your culture. You don't have to do it in a tribalistic, in a way that goes to the extreme, right? Where you think that your tribe is better than other people's tribes and stuff like that, you know. But it just makes you feel good, Wakai. And when I played this thing and I heard Bo Willis speak Pele, it just made me feel good. And the way he spoke it just reminded me of my grandmother Jubang. And you know, look, it just brought my childhood, boyhood, village life memories back rushing to my mind. It just made me feel so good. I'm telling you. I mean, whenever you hear somebody speaking your dialect, and so I'm gonna play this thing, but I'll go way to the end. But let me send it to you so that you could play it as well from your end. And you hear Bob Willie is addressing the nation. He was hurt, he was pained. And he's just speaking, and then he closes with Pele. Yes. And the way he spoke to Pele, so authentic and so genuine. I'm telling you. Listen to this, brother. You know what? I will go to the Pele portion a little bit, and then we'll go back from the beginning. I hope our people can hear it. Now I'm going to play it, folks. Now the recording is not very, very clear. This is April 1979. This recording is older than I am. It's at least 3 years older than I am. 1979. I wasn't born. I was born 1982. So this recording has to be 42 years old. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to forward as far as where he speaks Pele. It just made me feel good. Lit me up inside when I heard Bob Willis speak Pele. Celebrate your tribe, and nothing wrong with that. He sounds like my grandmother Jokbam. Yeah. Okay, this is just the part where Bob Willis speaks Pele. Now, boy, I'm gonna post the link later on so people it's on YouTube so you all can watch it. Just listen to Bob Willie. Listen to it. But I'm gonna play it now. Let me know if you can hear it. I know the quality is not the best, but let's see. He said, the one thing our heart is on. Yeah. Yeah, Bowley. Yeah. Manitono kulimai age kukulwe kum weka. Kukulwe kum weka. Kum weka. Look after the land. To look after the land. He said, Jenica gay, that thing they're doing, a gala for farmer. I mean, go on para, go and agree to it. So I guess people are struggling to hear it, but can you understand about that?
Really not that much. Because
Okay, but play it from your end. Go towards way to the end. We'll play from that. But let's open the phone lines first. Take some calls from our people. I will share the link here. Our people can save it later on. They can play and listen to it. It's just incredible. Hearing Bob Willis speak Pele on April 19th, 1979. 5 days after the 1974 infamous bloody rice riot that saw many people killed, properties destroyed, looted, and Willie Talbot there, very passionate, very agitated. Willie Talbot addressed the nation and ended by speaking Pele. Many gay, gala for farmer, gala for farmer. Kukele kuga tono. They always say that word. Talbot used to really speak Pele. This is my first time hearing him speak Pele. But let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there.
all right, 0770-102-102-86, 0103835 Those in the diaspora can call us up on WhatsApp. That's +231 888-622-4171. Let's take Martina Konate from this line. Martina, good morning. How is Guinea?
Good morning, Waka. Good morning. Good morning to our many listeners. Antina for Nakia Costa Show for
Welcome.
Okay, that's something just started make me laugh. People were thinking that somebody is a travelist. I just want to give a true story about question B. The next question B is most of question B was about Dingo. Because our son is seeing flesh. Certain part of president Madimbo girls is how Madimbo when you will kill him. And when our part reach like from my dog, then when you go in the club that on our part reach, and when the president Madimbo Jack and one touch the roof.
Okay.
And president the Madinka, you are referring to the Madinka people. So when our part reach and they say all the Madimbo girls in the club, you're saying I can one touch the roof. I will be dumping from one end to another. I think make a question be that crap for one good week. One good way I couldn't stop crying. Tell my ex, what I saw here myself going on, you say, when you are laughing today, they don't go and say, no, I can't. It's not about something, yes. I used to love question B because of that song that he praised the Madinka girls day. So I really used to love it. And to the issue about JFK, even talk about last week, I saw a little girl who was pregnant. I didn't know her from nowhere, but somebody posted a picture in Liberia there. And they said she went to go give birth, she died. Why can't imagine that thing brought sorrow to my heart? That whole day I cried about it. You can't just think it. Okay, I put in my own shoe. I prayed it. I go to the hospital. Look at the poor health condition in that country. How that lady get parents feeding now? What the condition, the mother, the fathers, her siblings, what the condition is. And I go around this face. Very soon they posted her picture of God beat and she went to give birth, she died. Many occasions people die from childbirth in our country. There are major operations that people taking where you're Ghana, even where you're Guinea medical system is far away, you're not better than what I know what we're hearing as a country. 174 years, people still dying for common childbirth. Even though it's hard, people know that, but right now we are modern society. There are a lot of things people can put in place that will prevent these early child deaths from it. Seriously. Mother will die, the child will die. We don't know where we're heading.
All right.
Thank you, that money. God bless our platform.
Thank you. 0770-102-102 08886244171 is the WhatsApp number. Keep your calls coming in this morning. We'll add it to
the call. I have some update there from the Supreme Court, from the case yesterday at the Supreme Court in the Brandon Samunkai case. This is the update. Let me provide it to the public. Yesterday at the Supreme Court, Brandon Samunkai's lawyer, Councillor Sire, informed the justices and told them, the four justices, Kaba, Kopo, Siane, and Nagbe, he told them that, look, because their issue is, the government's issue is that the lower court should not have allowed Brownie Samokai to pay his portion of the money, that they should all pay together. That they should all pay together. And so Brownie's lawyers said, his lawyers, two of them actually, Councillor Sire and Councillor Augustine Fire, they said, look, there is nothing wrong with one of the defendants paying his share of the money. The money was split among the three of them, the three defendants. You understand? So if one of them has his share of the money, he should not pay you more way on the other men and find their own fault. I mean, what kind of stupid reasoning is that? Do you not want the money?
They want it.
Do you not want the money back?
They do.
So you were saying that if Brandon got all his share of the money, they should not accept it. They should wait until the other two defendants can have their share. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? It is inconsequential nonsense. It is not important. If Baga owes you, and I owe you, Baga and I took the debt together. We jointly borrow money from you. You give us a loan as a pair.
Yeah.
Baga's share of the loan is 500. My share is 500. I have my share, and I want to come pay. Should I not pay? Should you say, oh, let's wait for Baga and the Baga can bring on the money?
Yeah.
Look at that kind of nonsense, Baga. Because they don't want Brownie to take a seat. So they're playing games. Oh, no. The court, the lower court behaved, they were wrong. They should not have accepted Brownie's portion of the money. You remember Brownie paid some money the last time, Baga over $170,000. And their point is, the court should not have accepted Brownie's money. The court should not have accepted Brownie's money because all of them didn't pay together. So that's what happened yesterday, Baga. You see that? You see that?
Yeah.
So let's go back to the phone lines. I'm getting more of this. I will give it to you. Let's take some more calls.
All right. Let's take this person on the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Welcome.
The country that will come back out. I hope the country that will listening to this.
Costa, good morning. My name is Alhaji Sheikh Sharif, ambassador of Kwado Boni in the diaspora.
Okay.
You know,
Let's hear my brother.
Your topic this morning regarding the medical system in Liberia. Bakai since 1980. I'm talking about 1980 when President Tobo was assassinated. We are in a critical junction in Liberia until when President Tobo was assassinated. We are still in critical junction. When Tatila came to power, we are in critical junction when Ellen Johnson Sirleaf came to Liberia and diverted her economy to her children in Liberia. I don't know whether 16 million or 16 billion was diverted in Liberia for economic development in Liberia. Because you, the journalists, you know exactly what happened when Ellen Johnson came to power.
Yeah.
Today, Ellen Johnson have one of the best medical hospitals today in South Africa. And she is one of the richest men today in South Africa. Bakai, we are in critical junction in Liberia. We are in critical junction in Liberia until we get a leader, the leader that will come. He said, I don't want to fornicate, I don't want to do adultery, I want to work exactly the way Prophet Muhammad worked to redeem Makkah. We are in critical junction in Liberia.
Okay.
All right, bro. Thank you so much.
Medical system today in Liberia.
Thank you so much.
I have some information there. We're told, we were just credibly informed that last week, Wednesday, while the country devil was out in Lofa at the beach, the Chief Justice, Francis Kokor, met with George Weah, and they agreed that they cannot beckon to the demand of the country devil and the traditional leaders of Lofa County to allow Brandon Samuka take his seat. According to Kokpo, in that meeting with George Weah, he said that it would be a terrible embarrassment for them because they had done Weah's bidding. They follow Weah's every instruction to hold Brandon back, and therefore Weah could not make a political decision to let Brandon take his seat because it would make them, the Supreme Court, look bad. Can you imagine that, Waka? Kokpo met with George Weah last week, Wednesday, when the country devil was out on the breach in Lofa County. So that's surprising why they brought the case forward. The case was supposed to be on the 2nd today, but they changed the date to the 1st. They brought it forward by 1 day because they wanted to say, oh no, the American is here, and so, yeah, and so they, yeah. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let's take more calls then.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is Johnny us from?
Brother, my name is William Yafa. I'm joining you from Ryland.
Go ahead, William.
This morning. Yeah, I want to say this to Petro. I had a dream last night. I want to share it with Petro. Yeah, good morning, Petro.
Go ahead, William.
Well, yeah, Petro, I had a dream last night that you sent me to the Papa GMB. You call me, you say, William, go to GMB and the Papa, you say, my brother, go and help me. I said, okay, leader, I will go there. When I went to the house, GMB were picking a flower sauce, picking it on the stem, putting it in the pig. And I went there, I said, oh, that is the Costa sending for me to help you. He said, okay, no problem. Now I started helping you, picking it for the stem, putting it in the stomach. Then asked me a question. He said, you think the way the country going, you think you're the youth, your team think a very change the way you're looking? I said that I don't know. He said, but think about it. We need somebody frustrating all the country that will make things get better. And I got up for sleep last night. So I just called the morning, I don't use my own account, I use somebody that can go on the show, but I just called to share this thing with you guys. I don't know what it means, but I just called to share with you about what happened to me last night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William Nyafo, for calling in and making your contribution. We hope it becomes a good dream and not something that will go the wrong way. So we pray for a better. 0770-102-102-86, 010383 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231.
Just put the link. Bogai, sorry that I just put the link right here to the Willie Toba thing. I'm gonna pin it. Let me try to see where I can pin it. It's right here. You can copy that. That is a YouTube link to that 19 to April 1979 press conference that President William Aratoba had a few days, 5 days to be exact, after the infamous bloody rights riot of 1979. Listen to him. And, let's take some more calls there, okay?
All right, let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
This is DJ Lemare.
We're talking about the people of Lofa. They got to do something.
Let me say thank you this morning and thank you to our leader, Herman Pedro Costa. Look, Costa, all the things that President we are doing. Let me tell you, President, we are just one song now who all in the country because they know they are already failed, and that chance will not be given to them. We will not do anything. We will continue to suppress.
We are going to let that be.
At the end of the day, you will go up to your own very self. Maybe some of you will act like I just call the man that I told you saying the fire after sending Jesus. The Judas. At the end of the day, some of you will act like Judas, you will kill yourself because we suppress our mouth. Every negative thing you're doing will tell you people. Look at JFK today. So if you don't have money to go to Cali Hospital or go hospital, you will die. When you go to referral hospital, in the country that you'll be told about. But outside in our street, even the foreign said that we have to the pocket gallon of water outside. So there's still enough street to go to the hospital. Imagine president sitting somewhere. The people that are using gallon water to carry up there with all the million they say they may have. So where's the million? Even a horse bowl in only six days. There was no good road in front of them. We are not going, as a senator at that rate. Then they every day they tell you they work 82 billion, now million, 31 million, now they got 10 million. Where was the million? When even if you have to we're not looking good, that when West Coast go to go to Country Hotel, no sleeping in a place that terrible West Coast chicken fence. Look, when people continue to steal from it, like when people are all coming to a breaking here, that the economy is getting good, they are listening to the all going to the of the MTSS. He said, 712 we have support. We couldn't even get prayer in class to teach. We couldn't even get chief, women chief.
Okay.
Then they put their party around here, so don't come and go there. Look, we'll suck it to them. Just how we suck it to anyone, we suck it to President we are. We're not afraid they stand around. Don't bring up here, guys, nothing for more. We can't get it for you people. Just thank you this morning, man.
Thank you so much, DJ Lomel, for calling and being a part of the show. We still taking your calls 0770-102-102, 86010383 102-102. Those in the diaspora can call on our WhatsApp number. That's +231 888 624171. That's a WhatsApp number +231 888 624171. Let's take somebody from this line here. Good morning. Your name, are you calling us from?
Good morning. My name is Douglas. I'm calling from Europe. How are you?
Welcome, Douglas.
Thank you. I just want Costa to really talk about the Uri case. The Uri case that is in that came up these few days. That case is about the grandparents sold the land to the Uris. And
I don't know the details of that case.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
He said
we don't know anything about it.
So you just can talk about it for now.
No, listen. Before you think that we're trying to protect the Uri family, yeah? Tell him we need the details. Let him give us all the details. We'll investigate, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, can you just forward me some of the details there?
No, that's from everything you think you know about the case, send it to us.
Tomorrow, okay?
No, we're not going to talk about it tomorrow. We need to investigate. That's what we do when it comes to those matters.
Hope
you forward all the details, what you think you have, because they think we're trying to protect Belenai Uri or the Uri family here. Send us what you think you have. We'll do our investigation, and then we'll talk about it. That's what we do here. We don't just talk. We investigate stuff. So send us the details. We're not protecting anybody here. There's no secret cow here. Let's take more calls there, Boga.
All right. The phone lines are still open. Keep your calls coming in. We take it on 0770-102-102, 888-6241. 624171 is the WhatsApp number. Just keep your calls coming in.
The country devil might come back out, Boga. And what we need to talk to somebody who is an expert in these things, who knows a lot more about how the country devil operates. Somebody preferably from Lofa who really understands. Anybody, volunteer, call in. And you don't really have to call your name, but we just want you to tell us how the country devil operates. Tell us as much as you can say for public consumption. But we need to know what would the government be going up against if they provoke the wrath of the country devil. Huh? So that's what we want to know, Baga. So anybody from Lofa County who has some good knowledge about what the country devil can do, and you can call in and let us know, and you don't have to call your name and all that kind of stuff. Just volunteer. Any country devil
the refusal of the government to act on the demands of the citizen or the country devil, it will just cause problem for business people and even ordinary citizens within a country, because they have to commute from one place to another. And if the road become blocked, there'll be no way from them moving from one place to another. There'll be no business going on in Lofa, no this, no that.
Yeah, so we want somebody to call in and tell us. Somebody preferably from Lofa who has knowledge privileged knowledge about the operations of the country devil in a situation such as this. Has this happened before? Such an intervention by the country devil? You can call us.
Let's see if this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, for that.
Yeah, your name is calling us from.
Yeah, for that, you get me?
Please listen to me. Don't listen to the receiver. Listen to me.
Yeah, for that, I just want to share my ideas. I just want to share my ideas. Yeah, I'm calling from right now.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm
Okay,
calling from right now.
listen to me through
Okay,
the
the
phone.
issue of the culture devil, brother. You see, culture devil don't just come out. If the culture devil come out, there is an issue. And when you allow the culture devil to come out, I think there is a serious issue that is going on. If the culture devil can come out again, there will be a serious issue. People say that police people are doing anything wrong. If the culture devil just shout one time and shout, you are sitting there saying, yes, and laugh. No one can say that masculine is just culture devil. They're going to be stealing all our men and just the masculine devil culture devil. The culture devil is just to take action. The culture devil is a beast. A beast. Just put it on that. Now, hopefully, nobody I hope it be terrible. But we people are saying that your situation is to be your comment. So the culture devil just comes out to take action. And settle the situation. Because that culture devil will come and say they are just going to take it. If they are not taking action, you can't hold them back.
Okay.
But the situation of culture devil is very simple. If it's coming out to take action, then we nobody will stop it. Because will come out with it. We come out the road, nobody will have back my room. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We still have more calls to take. Let's keep your calls coming in, and we'll put you through the line 0770102 0103 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +31 624171. We still anticipate your calls. Just coming in this morning, and you'll be live on today's edition of the Costa Show. So we just don't want anything happening there. Let the government see reason in resolving this thing amicably.
But you see, Bogai,
Mm.
this situation might provoke, further action by the traditional leaders and the country devil in Lofa, because they don't like to be challenged or disrespected. You know what I mean, right?
Mm.
If you show disrespect to these, to the traditional leaders in this manner, they want to prove themselves to you that you cannot take them for granted. Okay? That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to sit there and let you disrespect them and not live up to what you promised you would do. They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting what might happen. Okay? Watch and see.
All right.
The way you need to understand, yes,
Bravo.
Brother Tamaga might be the one who is, been unfairly treated and persecuted, witch hunted, but the people of Lofa feel deprived of their right to full representation in the Liberian Senate. They are supposed to have, like every other county, 2 senators. They've only had 1 for many months, for almost a year now, hasn't it? Been that long?
Sure, a year now.
They're entitled to full representation. The people of Lofa, the country devil didn't come out because Brandon Samuel asked the country devil to come out. That's not how it works. The people, the elders, the traditional leaders, they went and sought the country devil's intervention. Brother, I may not have joined a Poro society, but I'm a village boy. And I know this much. The country devil does not come out by itself on its own volition.
Nope.
When the people in the town cannot resolve a matter at hand, then they seek the intervention of the country devil. And the country devil comes outside. When you see the country devil outside, it means that the people in town have not been able to resolve whatever dispute or matter it is they have on hand. It is an act of last resort. The coming out of the country devil to personally intervene and take charge of the matter at hand. Zanzankawa went and pleaded with them, and they gave a 72-hour ultimatum, which expired on Tuesday night. Today is Thursday. Yesterday, they ruled. The court basically said, blah, 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 just they're trying to protect themselves here because they've colluded with George Weah in a way that is just to favor the president, to give him what he wants, which is to ensure that Brandon Samuka does not take his seat, to ensure that the people of Lofa County who didn't vote for George Weah are deprived of having their desired, duly elected official represent them in the Liberian Senate. That is it. Because Lofa didn't vote for George Weah, so George Weah mad. He's a big baby. He thinks he should have everything he wants. And so we wait to see what the reaction of the people of Lofa County will be, particularly the reaction of the country devil. What's the name of the devil? Kotu, eh? They say the scariest one, Kotu.
Yeah.
And a Kotu can send the honeybees.
A Kotu.
Yeah. So we wait. We wait. We wait.
All right. Now take some calls here this morning. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, brother. Good morning, leader.
Welcome. Your name?
This is Kilenku Gavlo.
Let's hear you, my brother.
I'm calling you from Zozo town, right behind the gas station.
Zozo, Lofa County.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay.
You know, we are sitting back watching all the events that are taking place. The Supreme Court are doing it at their own detriment because when things are not stable, they decide will not function. And we'll continue holding the case there with the Brandon Samuka issue. We voted Brandon Samuka, and Brandon Samuka must take his seat. There's no place for declaring that seat vacant. They will be doing it until we declare allegiance for Guinea with Lofa County withdrawn part of Guinea. Thank God we are at the border. Let it continue. We'll continue shaking it and we'll see the result. Let Supreme Court be playing game. They play game with themselves. Thank you, Leo.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Is there any plan for the devil to come out anytime
we will
soon?
Come out for sure. We are waiting for them. By the time they declare anything or pronounce anything, we will respond to them.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
One of our people, they are calling from Zozo, Lofa County.
Yeah.
So there you have it. The people voted for Browning. They say that Browning they want. Browning didn't take the money. If Browning had taken the money, you won't see how you're defending him. Let's take some more calls.
All right. So we still have the phone lines open here. Keep your calls coming in. Let's take.
We've got 7 minutes to go. We'll take 5 more calls.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Good morning. What's up? Good morning. Kamara.
Go ahead.
The devil will come by. I know they will come by, and I'm praying for them to come by. They will never do anything. And because I know what happened, free education, free tuition, University of Liberia,
President William paid for it. Free tuition and free flocking. Free tuition, University of Labrador, and free flocking for Labrador students. It was, yeah, so if you let government, they will never pay. And the student body will get, their body will head. Because I told you got one. They said if you let government, they won't full of violence. And they will not pay school fee, and they will never pay teacher. Something to it is the one of the BM that high our $30 million up to SSR. And their seven will stay raw. They will never achieve anything. The $25 million, they will never achieve anything. They will never pay for it. Up SSR.
Okay, thank you so much, Pangomo. Now take another person from the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Boyka. My name is Elizabeth Suni Corley Piketty. I'm calling from Paris, France.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. I just want to say thanks to Mr. Costa for this topic, this morning topic about Mr. Samukai and Lofa County. I believe that the court is playing devil hand. And then Mr. Samukai history has changed to a political aspect that we cannot be able to solve it without the help of our traditional people. So I just came on this live to be able, if Mr. Costa can allow me, to tell our brothers and sisters, police, and many children who are members of the Pro Society to now stay there and let Mr. John Weah government abuse on our tradition. Because that's the only last hope we have every time we have problems in the country, we turn to our traditional people. So if they are going and depending on that, they want local country absolutely. And to get rid of Mr. Samukai, I think we should not accept it. We will fight it this time. Mr. Costa is helping to talk about it all the time. It's a time for you, Lofalia and Morovia, all over in Liberia to stand up against Mr. President Weah administration, what they are doing to Lofalia. We want to be 100% represented in the House. Since they 1 year, we are not represented. Are they going to play local content all these years that our senator has been absent? So
That's not even a thing, man.
Your stand up, please.
All right, thank you so much. From France, now take somebody from this angle here. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka. Let me say good morning to our leader, our hero, our incoming senator, Leader Henry Pedro Costa.
Okay, welcome.
My name is Stephen S. Bona. I'm calling from Johnsonville. Let me comment, leader, this morning for flagging the issue about JFK. Leader, the last time you ever fought for JFK was during Mama Nukwe time. But leader, you have to do more because the poor suffering. You know, for somebody to pay a $1,500 bill in a hospital now, you know, is very difficult due to the poverty that is in this country. And the point in JFK that they are suffering, you know, you have to continue to press on JFK so that they can get some relief. The last time JFK got relief because you raised the issue and you took it to a certain level. So please, you know, you have to continue to do that. And quickly, we the people of this country, we have already made up our mind. Come 2023, we will need people like you in the Senate to make better decisions for the greater good of this country. Thank you so much for having me this morning on the show.
Thank you, Steven, for calling. And the phone lines are still open. Keep your calls coming in. You will be live with us this morning. We get like 2 more minutes to go. We can take one caller, then 1 or 2 more person. Then we can wrap it up on today's edition of the show. But we just hope for a peace and harmony within the saga there in Lofa. Yeah, let us come together and move forward. So 0770-102-102 888-624171 is the WhatsApp number. Yeah, +231 888-624171 is the WhatsApp number. So keep your calls coming. We'll take one more person, then we wrap it up on today's edition of the show. So yeah, but people can, you know that the case is now political. The issue about Bernie Samuka is long been overdue. If you don't want the man there, why can't the court just rule? If it is in favor or against, ruled. They will know, they let people know, they will know what next to do. But
well, they've ruled, but well, they ruled that Brownie should pay what they already ruled. But the point is, what they need to rule on now, which they haven't done, is whether because the Minister of Justice is challenging the payment and the acceptance of that partial payment that Brandon Samuka made to the lower court, I think of $140,000. So the lower court is, the Minister of Justice is claiming that the lower court is not enforcing the ruling as they should. They should treat all the three defendants as one, and they all must pay together. They must not be separate. You understand? So the Supreme Court has to decide whether they agree with what the Minister of Justice is claiming, that Brownie Samukai should be treated, that each of them should be treated separately, even though they are all charged with the same thing, were convicted of the same offense, which is nonsense because George Weah pays some of this money. So is George Weah culpable too? So George Weah government paid $460,000 of this money.
Yep.
Back into the account, the pension fund. So why did Weah pay the money again?
Because Ellings told him to pay.
And you know the interesting thing? The portion of the money that John Weah paid was deducted from the total amount of money. So John Weah paid $460,000. His government, of course, not himself, because that Sanama Swan was broke before he became president. He paid $460,000 of this money back into the pension fund, the AFL pension fund. So does that mean George Weah took some of the money too, right? Because they're asking Brownie them to pay the money back, and George Weah paid some of the money back. So why did George Weah pay the money back? This is what those of you who think that we are wrong for defending Brownie Samuka and the others. This is what you should be asking yourself. George Weah government did pay back $460,000 of this money. That's why their money reduced. Their money should be way more than that. But George Weah paid some back. $460,000 US is what George Weah government paid back into the pension fund. So the question you all should be asking yourselves, why did Mr. Weah pay any of the money at all? If Mr. Weah and his government believe that Brownie Samokai took the money and used it for himself, why did George Weah pay some of it back? Hello?
Yeah.
Isn't this the question people should be asking themselves? Those of you who believe that we should not be defending Brownie Samuka on this matter, the question you should be asking yourself is, if Brownie Samuka stole the money, as they would have some of you believe, because most people don't believe that nonsense, why did Mr. Weah pay some of the money back? That is the question. Mr. Weah paid some of the money back because Mr. Weah's government, before it even came to power, committed itself to paying the money back. Weah made a commitment to the outgoing president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that upon taking office, his administration would restitute the money in full. He didn't say, I will pay some of the money and then prosecute Brownie for the rest of it. He said, my administration will pay the money back in full. He paid $460. Until Brownie Samuka said you're running for senator, that's where Brownie's trouble came from. If Brownie had not run for the Senate and won the Senate seat, we would not be here. You know.
Absolutely.
That was the trouble came from, you know. What did make Brownie Samuka say he wants to serve his people as senator? That's where Brownie's trouble started. if Brownie Samaka hadn't won the Senate seat or had not said he was running, Brownie would not be facing this trouble. That's it. We have paid some of the money, $460,000. So the question you all should be asking yourself, okay, why should I pay money back that somebody supposedly ate, right? If Brownie multiply the money, use the money for his own enjoyment, why did George Weah pay $460,000 of that amount back into the pensioners, the soldiers' pension? So that is the question that I'm going to leave you with to ponder over. Now, you may charge Brownie or whatever else, but on this one, there is no ground, no legal basis. This is a political witch hunt. It is unacceptable and it is ridiculous. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m. Until later.
So the Oma says she aspire Kaima Imbas.
Oh, what she saying to you?
She said, you Boga, that you the aspire goose nonsense. You not get plenty children, then you want John witchcraft. Let me hear from you and your slave master, foolish boy.
and you are begging for that you should go for more.
I said the woman can directly in my inbox.
Saria, I feel sorry for her. She been fighting for the job. Nothing. You know why Joey can forgive her?
No.
And he was like Babati John said. She went and joined Liberty Party in 2017. She was one of the people that left and went and joined Liberty Party when they thought Joe Weah was not going to win. Before Ellen Johnson decided to support Joe Weah to make him president. So they all went to, you remember when Liberty Party was saying they were fishing?
Yeah.
They used to say, we're fishing. Seria then was the fishing net carry.
We get beef fish.
Seria part that buka.
Oh, Baple.
What kind of beef fish? You know Baple better than buka?
Oh, buka get ibubu.
People are shit, dude. So Seria la buka. So Seria la buka. That they live on the party fishing net, the fishing net carry. She knows she not already get nothing special to bring to the table. Then she go follow the crowd and want to live at the party. They get a small man. So after they get in the man, then later on, in the second round, Seria went back to CDC. Joey, look at the one. He said, look at the one. You're coming back now because if you coming, we're coming to win. Joey, get a koto.
Joey, bad. I didn't mess
with her. You know, she living in Ghana. So she came on like bro to go hustle for job. Joanna get her job. Yeah. So it hurting her. But she stay on Facebook. She fighting. She just thinking that Joanna get down for her. Joanna get down. You can fight, you can curse me, you can curse Baga. You just wasting your time.
You wasting your time. But she think I really respond to her. I beg you, you older person, I can't do that, man.
So hell.
No man, we need to beg Joya for Joya to find some small place.
Let her get her job to the embassy in Ghana. She living in Ghana. They must get her job to the embassy.
What the sweeping job in Ghana to the embassy?
The embassy one day, one guy went to the embassy in Ghana, my man, they got their live video from there. Nobody was there to do it. Just open the whole embassy. My man, the guy went to the library embassy in Ghana. My man, guess what? They opened the door. The man walking all inside. See the man with a phone doing live. Yes, now I'm in the compound and I'm going to the embassy. I'm just passing by the security booth. Nobody here. I just walk in at the receptionist desk. There's nobody there. I said, Jesus.
The backyard all over.
I mean, the embassy was empty. Nobody. You know what I mean? Your embassy in a foreign country. Security was messing went out to the door. Damn it, Lord, what did we do to deserve this? What did we do to deserve this? Oh, my Lord. So this is the situation, folks. Brownie Samuka is an innocent man in this particular matter. I'm not giving a blanket voucher for Brownie Samuka, but in this particular case, he's an innocent man. Because Joe, we have paid $460,000 of this money. If Mr. Weir had believed, or if Mr. Weir truly believes that Brownie is guilty, the question to Mr. Weir is, why the hell did your administration pay $460,000 of this money back into the pensioners fund or the pension fund for the AFL? Why? Why did you make a part? Well, that's what he did, because he made a commitment to the government, to the outgoing president, that he would honor, and he didn't fully honor it. But as I said, Brownie was innocent throughout in the eyes of George Weah until Brownie expressed his desire to run for office to represent his people in the Senate. That is where the trouble came from. Why must Brownie want to serve his people? Why must Brownie want to exercise his constitutional right to run for elective office? That is the day Browning's troubles began. Now, but you remember when the case started? The case didn't start in 2018. We came to office in January 2018. That's not when the case began. When was Browning tried? Wasn't that in 2019? I believe it was. When they started hearing that Brownie Samuka was considering running for the Senate in Lofa in the 2020 election, that is when they decided that they were going to do everything that they could or can by twisting the arms of the people. Well, not twisting, because they are willing accomplices in this travesty of justice and political witch hunt. I mean, look, the people are so shameless, Wakai. I mean, how can you say you are a sitting justice? You were not even appointed by George Weah. And even if you were, and do you not know that you have a duty to interpret the Constitution with impartiality and with fairness, with dignity, with honor, that you would bend? You know, brother, it doesn't matter who in a mansion. You can have, look, we've never had a president as stupid as George Weah. Never. I don't think there's any country anywhere in the world has had a president as empty-headed as George Weah. But if a man as empty-headed as George Weah can be pulling these so-called educated, experienced people by the nose, you know, what does that tell you? It tells you that the presidency is indeed very imperial. That a man like George Weah, the man who he know a left from a right, who he know a thing about anything, the man who can say a rest is expensive, will reduce the rest so that those who are, this man can control you by the nose. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You know, it is not George Weah that controls them, but do you know what makes these people do what they do? What? That money. They want to be in the president's good graces. They want money. That's all. Shangao, the parliament says Shangao. Money. Money is why they do what they do. It is their motivation. I don't believe these people just sit down there and let people. Money. Because they want money from the president. That is why they do what they do. Whoever that president is, even if it is an idiot like George Weah, listen to this man. This is the man that controls those people. Listen to him, folks. Before we go, I'm going to play this for you. There is no man and no woman. There is no man and no woman. Listen to this man. What the hell is he saying? Listen to the idiot. Will never happen. God, I judge you. I got to money take away. The kingdom of the Lord of the football. You see, God have a responsibility to make sure that you. Baga was responsibility. Now Baga was Now Baga was responsible, but Baga was responsibility. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. This is a human being that controls you. Fear. The Jordan River. Responsibility to make sure that you are okay. Just other day, you saw I was fighting for tax to be cut. Simply because I know how difficult it is. Those who are going to the market, those who are coming from China, we are Africa, just like we were back up. He's my neighbor. And I promised brother, the campaign is on. I will visit him with my truck, and I will play CDC music so he will listen to it for nights. I'm not here to build with Baka because it's irrelevant. Yeah. He said he not here to do something with Baka because Baka is of relevance. I thought you should have said Baka is irrelevant, but he said Baka is relevant. Fuck talking. They got Jesus. Because it's of relevance. So when the gentleman you have asked, I am responsible to sign that document. The everything you have to do. I was the co-sponsor, and you have a was a sponsor. Did I do that the press has been? He said I will not do it. These are the people today they are calling them chiefs. Is he there? He said, these are the people today, they are calling me chiefs. You remember 2017, I played that portion. How can one man, they call you chiefs? But guy, you one man, and they call you chiefs. You how many? They bought dog. They bought some dog, they bought say, they're calling him chiefs. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, but guy. You bought one man, they call you chiefs. They're calling me chiefs. Talking about it all. Is it Baga what responsibility? Look at like I in the Baga what responsibility. Anyway, Baga, thank you so much. This is the man that controls people. Jesus Christ, wallahi. God save us from this trouble. All right, Baga, we'll be back here tomorrow. Bye-bye. They're calling me chiefs. You have many persons who will call you chiefs. Talking. People don't and I get cute. It's an incurable.